All right. Hello, I'm Dewayne.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Dave.
And this is the Beer-Bourbon-Breakfast podcast
Yes. Welcome back.
with your host, Dewayne.
Andrew.
And Dave.
Yet again, beer. No, anyway. All right. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Good.
All right.
Back for another one of these
Yeah.
humongous waste of Sunday morning.
Man.
Yep.
Like the good Lord intended.
We could be at church right now.
I
Well,
mean,
maybe not, but
we're-
we still got time to record this podcast and go to church.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Man, all right. What church are we going to this week?
The Korean Baptist. Man, that'd be,
Well,
I mean,
heck yeah.
just saying. Just saying.
What's everybody been up to? Dave, what you been up to?
A bunch of nothing. Oh,
Come on now.
we did go to Denver.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. We went to Denver, went to a few breweries, a couple of distilleries, went up into the Rockies, saw some beautiful snow-covered mountaintops,
We went to Frisco.
Frisco and Breckenridge.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's right.
going to Breckenridge.
Breckenridge. Not the brewery, but
Went to Breckenridge, brah.
Breckenridge. You know, we had some mad snow caps and
Hit some
Powder
sweet
was
junk.
fresh, my dude.
powder was so fresh.
I was shredding the
I think it was, it wasn't even cut.
I-
That's a kind of a reference to, was it Better Off Dead? Where he
Oh,
snorted.
yeah.
I want to call him Booger, but I know that's not his name in that movie.
I mean, that's what everybody knows him by.
Yeah, he's snorting that.
You get that book of sugar?
Yeah, Who Farted Brewing, and that is a real freaking name of a brewery.
What?
Who farted?
Who Farted? You've never heard of Who
Oh,
Farted?
I thought you said who farted, and I was like,
That's
who?
the joke, Andrew.
God.
Who Farted
I mean,
has a beer called Key Bump, and it's him. It's a illustration of him.
Yeah, snorting off the key.
Snorting key of
Well,
snow.
Yeah.
And I also have, and I have that can up there, from the Dancing Burgers. Everybody wants some.
Oh, I just realized they had all those Better Off Dead references.
Dude, that movie,
even-
it's like probably second, third best 80s movie.
Oh, it's a great
Love that movie.
quintessential 80s movie. For
Real
sure.
Genius is first.
I love Real Genius.
Yeah. So anyway,
Weird Science.
I mean, Weird Science is pretty good too.
Yeah, Weird Science is good.
Too many weirds though. So anyway, Denver. I mean, we got to talk at least somewhat related to the podcast. We hit up a ton of breweries.
Yeah, we did a lot. I mean, at least I'd say 3 or 4 a day. We were there for 5 days.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry to leave you out of the conversation.
at
at least
here.
let's.
I'm here.
What was your favorite brewery at the Denver?
I would
Colorado?
say Our Mutual Friend. I like that one a lot.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I tell you, I think most memorable at least was beer wise, probably Dewey's.
Yeah, and actually, I had no idea they had a spot in Denver, and it had. When we went there and talked to the guy that worked there, I guess the manager, they had just opened like 2 months ago. So
Dang.
Yeah,
it
cool
was
place. Great.
fortuitous.
I think I drank the most beer. Well, I don't say the most, but like most varieties of beer. They're cool spot, great guys, good music.
What really
Oh,
stood
yeah,
out,
yeah.
like beer wise? Like, is there like a?
They had a triple dry hot hazy. I mean, I can go back and look check-ins, but it was really good. They had all that apple crisp sour.
Yeah, they have a really,
Yeah, it
good,
was really good.
series of sours. I think they're called Secret Machine, and then whatever, the sour's supposed to taste like. But they're really good at sours. I remember, what was it, 3 years ago when Night and Day Fest at Heist, Dewey was there. That is the first time I ever heard of them. But they had like a pineapple upside down cake sour. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah,
that was the year you went with us.
Yeah.
Night and day.
it was ridiculous.
Was Dewey actually there? Like,
The
Huey and Louie were,
oh God. Okay.
not
All right.
Dewey.
sorry.
Damn it.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
You know,
Bump.
A for effort.
But yeah, no, they were there. I don't think they were there, but they had some beer represented there. That
Yeah.
I do remember the Upside Down, and I do remember that being like fuego.
Fuego.
Yeah. It
Fuego.
was really good.
Whoa, don't
So,
throw that
yeah.
term around too much. Yeah, I mean, I guess the most memorable brewery was Outer Range, just because
Oh, yeah.
they had great beer, they had really good Korean fried chicken.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
Why am I just now hearing about this?
dude. I mean, I didn't know anything about it. Dave's the one that kind of knew about it. And then you walk out on their patio or balcony or whatever, and it's like the Rockies are almost 360 around you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
And it
mountains.
snowed while we were up there.
Yeah.
And it was, I think definitely go back to Colorado, thinking I want to stay in that area.
Yeah. That was in Frisco. That was not in Denver. I think it's about an hour and 15 minutes outside of Denver.
Towards heading to the Rockies, because we went through this tunnel that was probably about a mile long, and before we hit the tunnel, like, we saw snow, but nothing really big, and like it wasn't like coming down or anything. We got on the other side of that tunnel, and it was like snowpocalypse.
Yeah. It was like a night and day difference in the weather.
It was wild, but it was fun.
I'm really upset that you guys actually got to see snow this year.
We did. Yeah.
You know,
Dude, we had not planned that, but I just one day it hit me. I was like, I got to see some snow. There's none here in Denver, except the Rockies game
Yeah.
when it's like a pile of dirty snow in the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
We're in a car. We're driving up to the mountains.
what kind of car did you get?
It was a
Fun? No.
Corolla.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was a Corolla.
Oh, I just assumed that it was just a Subaru. You're in.
Oh no, it was
no.
no.
They were all out.
No, they were plumb out of Subarus.
Yeah.
Plumb out.
And it wasn't supposed to snow while we were in Denver, but our last full day, it ended up snowing like half the day.
It come down really good. It didn't stick, but it come down a lot.
Yeah.
Did y'all make snow angels?
I threw a snowball at Brittany. That's about it.
Snow cream?
Nah, can't. That's first snow. You can't make snow cream with the first snow.
But
Everybody knows that.
there was a lot of beer I wanted to bring back, but the logistics of that when you're flying is kind of
Yeah, we brought some stuff back, but not beer.
other things that Denver's known for.
I'm surprised you guys just didn't like do like a suicide in like a camelback and like somehow just walk on with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have worked out.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I definitely want to go back, and I mean that's kind of a mecca for American craft beer.
Yeah.
I mean that's generally where it all started. As far as like multiple breweries and a lot. And man, the people were so nice. Everybody was like genuinely not this fake Southern kindness or whatever. But,
The bless your heart kind
bless,
of nice.
bless. No, I mean just everybody was so helpful and nice, and it
Yes.
was golly, it was besides the altitude and hardly be able to breathe. It was a blast. I definitely want to go back.
Altitude sickness is real. That stuff is no
I don't
joke.
want to say I got sick, but I definitely had a hard time breathing sometimes.
Get a headache.
Yeah, I'd wake up with a headache sometimes. I might not have been from the air though.
And we went to Red Rocks too. We went to Red Rocks while
Yep.
we were there.
Saw
Primus, Perfect Circle, and Pucifer.
Pucifer.
Yeah.
Wow, what a show, man.
It was awesome, and I love the way they did it too.
Sorry to rub it in, Dave, but Promise, dude, they were the hit. They were the hit. They just
Jerks.
And it was cool because one band would come out and play like 3 songs. All their gear was on the stage at once. So one band would come out and play 3 songs, and then the next band would come out and play 3 songs, and the next band would come out and play 3, and they just kept alternating like that. It was cool.
Yeah, I think anytime you have like the co-headlining thing, that should be the way it's done. Instead of sitting through 20 songs of whatever. Because I'm not a big, like, out of all those bands, I'm a bigger Promise fan than I am a Perfect Circle or Pucifer. I barely knew any of their songs. I think Perfect Circle, I knew Judith and one other song.
Yeah.
And I knew none of the Pucifer songs, but they were just entertaining. Like they put on a really good show.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and it's Red Rocks.
Oh yeah, it was amazing view over the back of the stage. You could see like just you could see forever really. And once it turned nighttime, you could see all the lights of all the cities and stuff that you could see off in the distance. It was cool.
Nice.
It was not real nice.
Did Primus do any like weird covers or anything?
No,
Didn't do any covers, but it did, pretty much songs you would know. I mean,
yeah.
for the most part. You didn't have to be too deep into their catalog.
And they ended it with Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Well, everybody came out and played with them.
Yeah, everybody played that.
But yeah, it was not expected,
I don't know why, but just in my head, like Danny Carey's on drums and he's playing like some crazy, like odd time signature, and it goes on for 27 minutes. It's a 16-minute bass solo.
Well, it's funny that he did do a lot of long ass bass solos.
He did,
but
yeah,
I
he
mean,
did.
come on, it's
It's
less
less
That
playful.
should be expected.
I don't know. It just something that sticks out in my head is like they had a platform with all the drums on it. It had stairs going to it with chair lifts.
Oh yeah,
Like they were like, 'cause
they were
it
making
was-
fun
it-
of themselves because
it
they
was-
were in their 60s now. And
Well, it was what's his name?
Maynard.
Maynard's 60th birthday.
Yeah,
So like they kept taking these chair lifts or whatever up and down these steps, like
Well, unless Claypool is already in his 60s, so
Yeah.
he did the same thing.
He played a song going up the steps one time
yeah,
in that chair.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That they're in their 60s.
yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a really good show. I'd highly, especially if you see him at Red Rocks. I mean that's mainly why we went,
Yeah.
because it was at Red Rocks. So, but anyway,
Well, glad you guys had a wonderful time.
thanks, man. You'll go next time.
You jerks.
We'll make you go next time.
All right. I'm down.
Yeah, we'll have to make it a bigger event next time.
Yeah, rent a bigger house.
Go to Frisco.
Frisco. Dude, I do have to talk about that German beer
yeah.
hall, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
that was in Frisco.
Unexpected, cool little spot in Frisco. That it was a German beer Gart hall, whatever you want to call it. That they just had almost all German beer, which is already cool. And then they had brats with like these delicious brats with this homemade bread and stuff. And real simple concept. Pliny the Elder on tap.
What?
Yes. And I got a pint of it, and I'm like, like a little schoolgirl. And he's like, looking at me like, what's wrong with you, dude? And
like, yeah,
I was
this is
like,
a
we
Tuesday.
can't get this, like, at all, period. Especially, I've never had it on tap. I only had canned. He's like, we have it all the time, buddy. And he was like, he does the same thing I'll do here when people fanboy over certain beers. And I'm like, there's better shit out there. But he was kind of doing that with me. But I'm like, you have to understand, we don't get this beer.
That's
So,
yeah.
but yeah, it was cool. It was snowing while we're sitting there drinking a Pliny, eating sausage.
Man, that sounds wonderful, guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm so glad that you guys had to experience that.
And there was a distillery there that was in a caboose,
Yeah,
a train caboose.
mid 1800s train caboose.
Yeah.
And, okay,
You don't even know what to say.
yeah,
then.
I gotta go. I gotta go experience that because I got a lot of questions.
Andrew, what have you been up to?
Just working.
Living life.
Not doing anything as cool as you guys.
Oh, you have your cool. I mean, shit, it wasn't that long ago you were in Guatemala, so
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah. I was in Randleman last weekend, so
Whoa,
Very cool.
Whoa.
Very cool.
Whoa.
Here we are. Man, put us down a notch.
I mean,
Randleman, Denver.
but it's one of those things.
I meant this was Denver, Colorado. You know that, right? Not
Yeah, not Denver, North Carolina.
Denver.
Oh.
North Carolina.
Oh, my bad. But no, that's pretty much been about it. Nothing exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, I guess, probably nobody ever listen to this would even care, but just kind of, I guess, break news. And if anybody is wondering, we did sell the other business
Congratulations.
Southport, thank you. Southport Tap and Cellar is no longer under our control.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. No, it is mostly a good thing, but definitely sad, a little bit sad.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah, I'm sure you're looking forward to not having to travel quite so much.
Yes, yeah. We're very proud of what we've done.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Really started it about 5.5 years ago, but it's been open for almost 5. Yeah. Big, you guys were a big part of that. You guys been, hell yeah, help do some of the build out. I mean,
It's crazy to think it's 5 years.
yeah, but just been supportive and stuff. So, but yeah, that chapter of our life is, I won't say it's 100% come to an end because I'm still trying to help them get it going. But it's a great spot. Always has been. They're going to make it even better. So
Nice.
look for that if you follow the stuff that we do or 115 does. You probably know about Southport Tap and Cellar. So make sure to support them if you're in Brunswick County or on your beach vacation or whatever. So
Yeah, we'll have to go check them out once they get settled.
yeah, and I mean they're, fingers crossed someday they'll be brewing beer there. Hopefully sooner than later.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
So now it's just 115 Craft, 115 Main Street, McAdenville, North Carolina, aka ChristmasTown, next to the post office.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember to I gotta at least mention the business.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're here.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Hard to tell, but we're in it. So my house isn't falling down brick. So just so everybody knows.
You don't live in a mill? You don't live in an old mill?
No, I don't live in an old mill.
Live in a van down
Hey,
by
turn
the
that
river.
grindstone down.
I'm trying to do a podcast here.
Stop making flyer. Anyway, all right. Let's get on to the
The breakfast portion?
topics of the
Yeah,
day.
Yeah.
As per at least last podcast, I think Dave is going to take on the breakfast.
For now. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is.
Maybe we'll
for
switch
now.
it up.
Breakfast.
Hopefully we don't run out of breakfast places, but we'll see.
Hey, we'll repeat.
Yeah. We'll just keep going and
One of everything.
I mean,
at the
I'll be
Waffle
honest
House.
with you. I think even if it went into like Pop-Tarts and
grocery store breakfast items.
why the hell not,
that's-
man?
Hey, we
bowl-
got a microwave here.
a bowl of cereal. Oh, I'll bring a toaster in. Don't you worry about that.
What was that breakfast pizza? Like QT or something?
I will hit up QT for some breakfast.
You know who had a good breakfast pizza? Speaking of like grocery store items, I don't know if they make these or not anymore, but Red Baron used to make this deep dish
Yes.
breakfast pizza where the sauce was gravy and the dough was like biscuit dough, and then they had eggs on top and sausage. Like it was so good. I don't know if you can get those anymore.
That's QT's breakfast pizza.
Oh, is it?
It's
okay.
It's gravy.
It's a Red Baron?
I'll be honest with you, the Red Baron is better.
Oh, is it?
But the
Okay.
QT is very good. But that definitely sounds like something. Little Billy, what would you like for breakfast? I want some pizza with sausage gravy.
The FDA banned that.
That's very possible. That may not be
One of those things. that was
considered edible now.
Sodium content 120%. How's that even possible?
No, that's of your life expectancy in one sitting.
It was so good though.
Man,
Yeah, I do remember that was. Those little pizzas are delicious anyway.
Yeah, I think they still make those pizzas, but I don't think they make the breakfast ones anymore. I haven't seen them.
They make them. You can get them at Target.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay.
$4.29.
All right.
Oh, you know
hate-
how much they are and everything.
You can get them
Wow,
at
okay.
Nails.
I hate to. This is off subject of breakfast, but talking about those little pizzas, the Dollar Tree used to sell even smaller versions of them. Even better.
Smaller than the Red Baron.
I mean, they were like this big, but you were $1, so you just buy like
Oh, okay.
8 of them.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the breakfast.
All right. Yeah. So
chest pains.
this episode we are. I almost said doing Hardee's. I don't know if that sounds right, but
We're doing
we're
Hardee's.
eating breakfast from Hardee's.
There you go.
All right. All right.
I guess I'll announce what I have first. I saw they have a Nashville hot chicken biscuit, so that's what I got. What did you get there?
I got a just a classic a bacon, egg, and cheese.
BEC.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I got the loaded omelet biscuit. Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. That's been my go-to for a few years now.
Now, disclaimer, I have not had Hardee's in years. I can't even remember the last time I had Hardee's. And it's not because I don't like Hardee's. For some reason, I just don't think to go there. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
There's not a plethora of Hardee's.
There's not a lot, yeah.
Is there one even near? Is there even one near your house? I don't think there is.
There may not be. I haven't seen one.
Well, we're lucky we got one like half a mile up the road from here.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But Hardee's is a North Carolina staple. It started in Greenville back in 1960. And I can remember even from my childhood going to Hardee's, and they always had really good fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And they also had awesome kids' meals. They had the best kids' meals back there. They did like the Ghostbusters tie-in stuff. I remember when Ghostbusters came out, they had a Slimer sundae.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
And it had like a green sauce, like sundae sauce on. I'm pretty sure it was just pure sugar, but you know, as a kid, I loved that.
They the California raisins, right?
Yes, they had the California raisins too.
That don't tell me your grandmothers didn't collect those.
Yeah.
We had, yes, she had some California raisins, and then my parents had a couple of the mugs that you used to get coffee from.
Yeah.
You remember those mugs?
Big plastic mugs, yeah.
No, they were not plastic.
Oh, maybe
They were not plastic.
I'm recalling something a little different.
They were like real mugs. They had like that gradient kind of brown to light brown color on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Hardee's has been a staple in North Carolina for a long time. And, you know, they've changed a little bit since being bought out by whatever the parent company is, Carl's Jr. I don't know the name of the parent company, but I know they were trying to do the red burrito thing there for a little while. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. I don't think that worked out too well.
Yeah, that was always weird.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
I never got a burrito from Hardee's.
I can get a Tex-Mex burrito and a chicken biscuit. You know, it's just, that's weird. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah.
Well, I guess we should try these. I'm interested to see. I tried to put a napkin over mine to reduce the crinkliness. We'll see how that works.
I'm just going to go ahead and apologize there.
I'm not too worried about the paper. I'm more worried about the...
Yeah, yep.
Let me finish this bite.
Mm-hmm.
We're all just sitting here eating.
This is great TV.
Okay. Another disclaimer.
Okay.
These biscuits were bought, what, like hour and a half ago?
Probably over an hour ago.
So
Dwayne got up at 3:30 this morning.
the review has to be taken with a little bit of a grain of salt because the biscuit is a little dry. Mm-hmm. I have chicken on mine, which is a little dry. And I really think that's due to just how long it's been sitting here.
Yeah.
The chicken on my biscuit tastes really good. The Nashville hot sauce that they use on there is really good. I'm kind of surprised, but it's really good. Yeah.
Any spice that you can say?
It's a little spicy. It's like white person spicy.
Well, you know the Hardee's crowd.
Yeah. It's an unoffensive spicy.
Unoffensive.
Unoffensive spicy.
like that.
We'll
like that.
change the name of that.
Yeah.
We'll have the unoffensive spicy biscuit.
I'm assuming they don't have various levels of spice. I think.
I was not asked about that, and I did not see that on the menu.
Yeah,
so yeah.
I think that's what you get is what you get.
Right.
Yeah, they basically just you get a chicken biscuit or you get a Nashville hot. That was the option.
Okay. Well, it's good. I like it.
I've always liked their chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
So just their regular chicken biscuit. So I imagine that's pretty good.
It's a strong biscuit.
It is. It's a
just
buttery, flaky biscuit.
You know what it's like? It's like to me, it's in between a Biscuitville and a Bojangles.
I could see that. Yeah, that's a good comparison, I think.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say something here, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit from it.
Here we go.
Don't you dare say it's better than a Bojangles biscuit.
I don't love Biscuitville's biscuits.
Oh,
Their
okay.
plates are much better.
He's gonna agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I do like them, and there's a complete difference between that and Bojangles, and I get it, and I totally get what you're saying about, but I don't know. It's just something, and I don't know. All this shit's a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt, but I don't know, man. I like Biscuitville biscuits for just a different take on a biscuit, I guess.
No, I get that. And plus, you can't. It's not like there's a lot of Biscuitvilles around here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the closest one's in Monroe, which I'm not driving to Monroe to get.
Might as well be on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Well, even if we, like we drive that way a lot to go to Southport, I'm not going out of my way to get off the bypass. I mean, love you, Biscuitville, but
Nah.
that's a lie. I've done that a couple times.
Nah. You're like,
I do like the platters at Biscuitville.
Yes, I will
do
agree with that. Like,
those.
yeah, the choice, especially these days. When we were young, they didn't have all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But now they have a ton of choices.
A plethora.
But yeah, I will say that's that's a damn good biscuit.
It's a good
Yeah,
biscuit, yeah.
I got a nice little smokiness from the bacon on mine. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice little touch.
The loaded omelet is basically they make an omelet without cheese in it with ham and sausage, fold up a little small omelet, put it on the biscuit, and put cheese on it, and it's so good.
So good.
So
Now,
good.
the thing I used to like to get was the Frisco breakfast sandwich, and I think they still have that.
I didn't look, but I think they do. Yeah.
But I felt like that is such a big sandwich. I didn't want to be sitting here eating a big sandwich.
That's a nap in a sack right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Well, next Hardee's review, when we run out of breakfast places and we start to circle back,
Yeah, we'll get a Frisco.
we get Frisco.
It's one of those maybe cut it in half, split it. 'Cause
Yeah, it
that's-
could be,
You
yeah.
remember when they introduced the Frisco burger? Like, how it was like, ooh la la.
Yeah, fancy. Yep.
on a sourdough bun.
Do they still do the $6 burger? Do you guys remember the $6
Oh my God,
burger?
I don't think they do actually.
I used to love that burger. It was so good.
Can we talk about the double down for a second?
From KFC?
Oh, that's from KFC.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah. I don't think Hardee's did the double down. I think that's
I was
KFC.
thinking it was Hardee's thing for a second.
I'm pretty sure that's a KFC.
Yeah,
thing.
I think you're right. Oof. And we're just talking about heart attacks.
We'll do that for breakfast.
It was a correlation there.
I'll get us some
do a
double
double
down.
down?
Double downs. We'll put an egg on it.
Can
called
you get breakfast at KFC?
No, but we'll make it breakfast.
Just get it the day before and
Yeah, I'll put an egg
reheat
on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is wild to me that KFC doesn't do breakfast. They have pretty much everything they need except for the egg.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It would
Yeah,
be,
they certainly could do
Their
breakfast.
biscuits are horrendous. I would never eat there for breakfast, but
breakfast bowl, like a little egg,
okay, maybe that I
grit,
could do.
hash
Yeah.
brown thing.
Yeah.
That could be all right.
Well, I'm gonna shuffle this
Yeah.
over here. I'll eat
I'm
that
gonna take
later.
one. I'm gonna take one more bite.
And I got a sweet tea. Their tea is really good too. Not as good as Bojangles,
Yeah.
but it's still good. And we got hash browns. They do the little tiny hash browns.
I like the little rounds. I like the
Yeah.
hash rounds. Those are good.
And I think they have like a cinnamon roll. And I don't know.
I
think pretty
saw
much just-
something on their website, and maybe they don't have it right now, but evidently they were doing like Fruit Loop donuts.
Oh yes, they did
What?
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had them. But I can't recall if they were good or not. Like,
Well,
I
if
think
you don't
they-
remember,
Yeah, it must not
have
have been that good.
great.
I feel like they gave it like one day I went when we were building this place. I went up to that Hardee's and got lunch or something, and they gave me some for free.
Oh, okay.
So
Fruit Loops Fruity Pebble donut.
I mean, it couldn't be that bad.
I mean, it's got Fruit
Yeah, I
Loops
mean,
on it.
Fruit Loops and donuts are both good. I could see those being good.
Yeah.
Together.
Speaking of, I think one of the podcasts coming up soon will do Yum Donuts.
Heck yeah.
I thought you were going to say bowls of cereal.
Listen, we were just talking about that before we started recording. Like, eventually, we will run out of breakfast items.
Hey, I'll do some cereal.
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
above
have no problem
some
doing a little
cereal.
bowl of cereal. Mm-hmm. We could even do like we get 3 little bowls. I have these little tiny bowls back there. We could do 3 and like do a
Each have like a vertical tasting.
figure out
of 3 different
Oh, you know what would be
cereals.
cool is if we did like so. Let's take Fruity Pebbles for instance. If you did Kellogg's, I guess makes Fruity Pebbles. Anyway, you do real Fruity Pebbles, and then you do like Food Line brand, and then
All the
That's
generic.
a good idea.
so generic. You know,
That's a good
See if you
idea.
can figure out
Who's got the best Fruit Loop?
That is a good idea, actually.
I like
the
that.
Fruit Loop challenge.
Or Fruit Loop. Actually, my favorite, the Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah. Oh, those are good. Those are like next level kind of rice. Well, they're not Rice Krispie treats.
Well,
They're Fruity Pebble treats.
Yeah.
They're
But they are the next level of
cereal-
a Rice Krispie treat.
cereal treat.
Yeah.
What else?
Cereal bar.
okay. All right. I was like, what else do you call that?
Yeah.
Cereal bar.
Yeah, cereal bar. That's good. Good way to put it.
Cereal bar.
All
Yeah.
right. So,
So breakfast, good man. Good call on the Hardee's.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I kind
yeah.
of have been
Well,
thinking about it,
yeah.
but then I think that's Hardee's in general is like you just forget about it.
yeah, and it's
Mm.
a shame because I do like Hardee's, and I just don't. I don't think to get it.
Take it for
Yeah.
granted.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's true. That's kind of like Smithfield's. I used to Smithfield's. The only place you could get it was like going towards the East Coast, like if you're going to the beach or something.
Yeah.
And now we have one like a walk away from my house, and it used to be a treat, and now it's like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
need
yeah.
Smithfield's.
I mean, I remember when I first started when I was like a traveling technician and found out my route would go down 40 East from Greensboro, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pass Smithfield.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Smithfield is Eastern style pork barbecue with the vinegar sauce.
Just don't get the potato salad because it's green.
I would not order potato salad from Smithfield's.
No, it's
I have a pretty. I'm
I
pretty
actually
set.
like their potato salad.
it's weird. It creeps me out. It's green.
Yeah, and it's runny too.
yeah.
I just about have a set order there. It's generally pork, of course, coleslaw, fries, and hush puppies.
Their Brunswick stew is really
Brittany,
good.
I'm not a huge Brunswick stew person. Brittany loves it though, and
It's good.
I take it, leave it.
I like their, and it's just a pie and a Sara Lee. It's a Sara Lee pecan pie. I
yeah.
love that pecan.
Wait, is it pecan or pecan?
It's pecan,
That's the-
Pecan.
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 Just the levels on there. Pecan. On this
We're peeking.
on this freaking podcast, it's pecan. All right.
Hey, you don't have to drop a F-bomb, just over.
I said
over
aggressive.
Pecan.
I said frickin'.
So aggressive.
Someday you might want to try to monetize this thing. Can't be cursing. So yeah, we're good on. Well, and our producer Dave, he had a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
How was that?
It was delicious.
Yeah, well, it's all gone, so it must have been pretty good.
Yes, very good. It was yummy. It didn't matter that it was cold. I still enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Even though mine was cold, it was still really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
So what's next? What's next on the docket here? Is it the beer or
bourbon boy.
Oh, it's
bourbon,
It's,
okay.
it's bourbon. No, we're okay.
No,
All
it's
right.
beer.
we're going-
It's
yeah.
beer. I'm sorry.
yeah? Okay.
We'll try to remember. I wrote
Check
it
your
down.
notes.
How about that? I actually
your
wrote
notes.
it down. All right.
Let me pass you this glass and this
So,
phantom glass that came from
Today's beer is from Dssolvr. It's called Crab Rangoon. I'm just gonna let people assume it has crab in it for a few minutes before we talk about it.
Yep.
Does it have Old Bay seasoning in there?
Hey, I mean, honestly, well, I know, not Crab Rangoon. If it was called crab, somebody made a lager.
I guess they wouldn't do that.
Somebody did make a lager with Old Bay seasoning. I don't remember who it was.
Wasn't that
Yeah, that
Harpoon
sounds
or something
familiar.
Like that? No,
Could've been. Probably a
That
Baltimore.
does sound
brewery or
familiar.
something. Maryland.
Did it have like the Old Bay logo on
Flying
the
so.
can?
Yeah,
Flying Dog or something like that.
maybe.
Anyway,
So, we're here to educate. That's our first thing. So, this is a smoothie sour, thick, heavy. It's going to have, especially with them, it's going to have real fruit in it, lactose, all this stuff. Well, no, this actually may not. No, yeah, it does have lactose. It's gluten free, not lactose free. But anyway, roll it on its side. Don't
It's gonna
shake
be
it.
thick.
Don't shake
real
it.
thick.
Roll it. Another trick, and I taught some of this the other day. If you ever drop a can and it like, it's going to open, whether it's soda or whatever, and it's going to blow up on you. If you take it and spin it, it will not do that.
I had heard that as well.
Yeah.
I think I saw that on a TikTok or something.
I just
They
shotgun
did
them.
it, actually did on Breaking Bad, but
Oh, okay.
but somebody showed us years ago at the bar like the whole rolling trick, so you can get the fruit and stuff kind of mixed up without it exploding on you. Watch this explode on me.
You know, we missed the opportunity here. We could have had some fried wontons along with it.
You know what's a good breakfast? A cold crab rangoon.
Yeah. Is it? Is
I
that a
think
good
so.
breakfast?
Yeah.
I personally think so. I mean, you ordered the night before. You ordered your whatever, your General So or orange chicken, and then you order as an appetizer. You get like 40 crab rangoons. You're not eating all of them, so the next morning you get up.
You ordered 40 crab rangoons
At
when you
least.
ordered Chinese food?
At least.
That's a small.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
All right. Well,
that is
So,
not
now I
for the table.
understand why you have them for breakfast.
All right, hand that to producer Dave, probably.
So
There you go.
how they fermented this is they put just a bunch of crab in a pot and put it on the dash.
All right,
of a
let's
car
go ahead and just disclaimer here:
Right.
it does not have crab in it.
with just cream cheese.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Cream
The
cheese
the
and like a
cheese
sweet,
part of
sour,
it, and
kinda-
and a doughy. Probably not the right word, but what's the phyllo? What would they use those?
wonton?
Wonton dough. Yeah.
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 So I think they're trying to go for that little bit of breadiness.
Okay.
But like I said, it's from Dssolvr out of Asheville. Great brewery, great group of guys.
I can smell the cream cheese.
A lot of the crew from Burial made it over that way, and you can kind of tell the aesthetics of the brewery. And
Delicious.
It is good.
That's delicious.
It does have a little bit of a cream cheese flavor, a little bit of a
Yeah,
sweet and sour
definitely.
kind of flavor.
you get that kind of cream cheese sourness. Mm-hmm. So it's a cheesecake sour. It's kind of what they're known for. They have all different names, but it's kind of a series. They always, they call it a cheesecake sour because of the cream cheese, I guess, basically. But, they'll do like a strawberry graham cracker, all kinds of stuff. They've all been absolutely delicious. This has been one of my favorites.
I love Dssolvr. I think they do a lot. A lot of good stuff.
I get some nice saltiness from the sea.
But this beer, this is not a Goza or Goes, whatever. This beer is it was conditioned on peach, apricot, pineapple, orange, tangerine, cheesecake, marshmallows, and a little bit of lactose. But it is gluten free. That's been a big trend lately with these sours.
Well, beer in general, I think a lot of places are
Yeah.
trying to at least have a gluten-free option.
But this is it's very good. I like it.
I like it.
This is like the second or third time I've drank one, which is for me saying a lot.
And for a smoothie sour, it's not crazy sweet. A lot
Yeah.
of smoothie sours are
Yeah,
really
it's got the
sweet.
right sweetness, and
Yeah.
you actually get the flavors, not just pure sugar.
Yeah.
It honestly, it does look heavy, but it doesn't drink it. Like
No.
it's
a good beach beer.
yeah. I mean, it's like a cocktail,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, very
almost
similar,
if you
yeah.
pour that in a glass over some ice and put an umbrella in it, you'd say, "Oh yeah, my bartender made me that."
They'd be none the wiser.
One of the things I like about it is so even though it does contain lactose is a very dominant flavor for me. And it seems like beers or smoothie sours that have lactose in it, it's all I taste. And this is a very nice, well balanced, not overly sweet. Yeah.
It's definitely fruity. I don't know that I could point out each individual fruit.
Yeah, it really is like an amalgamation of fruit.
Yeah,
It's just fruity. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't really.
Tutti frutti.
Yeah.
tutti frutti. So yeah, are we good, Dave? All right. Yeah.
concerned.
There again, Dssolvr. Been carrying their beer for a while now. Like I said, great group of guys. Cool place in Asheville. I think they actually have a second tap room now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but downtown Asheville, highly recommend you check them out. Have their beers. They do They kind of do everything right, really.
They
Great,
do, yeah.
great hazies. I mean, I would say they're probably known more for their hazies and their sours and
They
a
have
little
good-
bit wilder stuff. But
Yeah.
They do have good lagers and stuff like that too. When they have them.
Yeah, they do a really good dark lager. I don't remember what it's called, but highly recommend them. One of North Carolina's finest breweries for sure. Like it's still, especially in the world of Asheville, it's kind of a new kids on the block a little bit.
There's some big players though.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely haven't been around as long as a lot of their competitors. So.
Yeah.
And it's worth if you're in Asheville, it's worth a stop there. Everybody there's super nice when I've gone there.
Oh yeah. Well, even the salespeople I deal with, and yeah, they're all awesome. But yeah, this is like I said, smoothie sour. This is a relatively new style in the world of beer. I mean, a lot of purists, especially people from Germany, would tell you that is not a beer. And, it's to be argued that it maybe isn't. But, it's
Still
got,
delicious.
It's got barley, it's got hops, it's got water, it's got yeast. So in America, that makes it a beer.
Yeah, it's not a seltzer.
It doesn't fall into German purity laws, I can tell you that much. But,
No, it does not.
it is derived from the sour ale. The smoothie sours are derived from, in a way, Berliner Weiss, which is a purity, a German style.
Yeah.
A sour ale, sour beer, wheat usually. But I mean, it all, that's the lineage. You can follow it to that point. Things open fermentation, wild yeast. I mean, I don't quite know the science completely behind it, but these sour beers, when they're fermenting, the yeast they use are all derived or cultivated from more traditional sour ales. I mean, so you could somehow go down the lineage and
Yeah.
chase
Sure.
it back to a wild ale or whatever. So it's
a distant cousin.
It's one of those things. You got to just have it's fun. Are you gonna drink it when you're eating a cheeseburger? No, but you're sitting out on the beach or something, and
Or eating crap Rangoon.
yeah. It's just a fun thing. It's beers like this are what to me kind of make it a hobby.
Right.
You're
Something fun.
typically I'm a one and done with a beer like that. Like I'm gonna drink it once.
Right.
I'm gonna
And those
tell
are-
everybody about it, and then I'm probably never gonna drink it again.
And if I have a can of a smoothie sour, that's one I tend to share with others because
Yes.
What we had in this for me is about the right amount.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of that.
Sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I would drink.
is
I
sweet.
definitely would drink the whole thing, but I would probably regret it.
Yeah.
So
Get the heartburn.
But no, it's a great beer. We actually have a pretty good selection of sours here. That's right now that might be really what our only smoothie, aka lactose sour. So try to keep one of those here and there, but it's not a style for everybody. But I don't know. I think honestly, if everybody would truly, take away any preconceived notions of what beers or whatever, and just say this is the drink, I want to drink it, and they would try it. I think just about anybody would like it.
Sure.
You can't tell me if you like margaritas and fruity ass.
If you like pina coladas.
and if you like getting caught in the rain, don't tell me you're not gonna like that.
I mean, stole the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. That song is ridiculous, by the way.
Honestly, should be covered a lot more.
Yeah.
Has that song been covered?
Well, if it hasn't been covered, it should be covered at least once.
Okay.
If not more.
A Primus cover of that song.
Well, that would be interesting.
That would be.
If you like pina colada.
I'm getting caught in the rain.
Get caught in the rain. So I think that
That concludes.
any questions about the beer?
Any
Or the
questions?
brewery? Any questions? This beer, and to give everybody a cost, is $7.50,
It's a good one.
which I think I'm biased,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. I mean, I don't know, not to compare us to other places, but that's probably a $9 beer in Plaza Midwood.
Oh, yeah.
What's the ABV on that?
6%.
Okay.
So not bad.
Yeah.
You know, not.
It'll get you there.
It will get you there. Get you somewhere.
You might get diabetes before you get drunk, but you'll get it eventually.
Either way, the sugar's gonna be up.
Yeah.
Yep. And Dssolvr is Dssolvr.
Dssolvr.
That's how you spell Dssolvr.
Good people.
They make some cool merch too. I know when we've seen them at Beer Fest, they always have awesome stickers. They have like a King of the Hill sticker where Hank looks like a devil.
Oh yes.
They have some really cool merch. It's cool designs and stuff.
What? Where did? Is he gonna go fight somebody?
He just said, "That's it.
he
You're done. You're done."
was like,
No
"I'm
more of
out.
this."
I'm out."
It must have hit him real hard.
I mean, the smoothie sour, or the Hardees.
Both.
Either, yeah, or both. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, shall we pour the bourbon?
Yes. Let's do it. Let's pull it. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Pour me one, my good man, and pour this fella here one too.
Pour you a good drink here.
Boop. That'll put some hair on you.
Boop.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a nice pour.
Actually, I'm gonna give that to Dewayne. Dewayne.
You drank all the bourbon, did you?
Yeah. I mean,
Ain't none left for
out.
you.
We plumb out of bourbon.
Ain't
I was
none
like,
left
did
for
he just
you.
leave? He was just like, man, I'm out.
Peace out, son.
Why is this truck on? All right, so this is a little different this week. So this is actually a blended whiskey. So this is a collaboration between Chris Stapleton, the country music artist, the big man, and Harlan Wheatley, who is the master distiller at Buffalo Trace, right?
Not to be confused with Harlan Williams, which we thought that's who you were talking about at first.
One can hope.
Butternuts.
We thought this is a little bit of Grandpa's old cough syrup.
So interesting thing about this is it's called Blend Number 40. So there's not a whole lot of information on this that I could find. I think a lot of it's marketing, due to, of course, being a Sazerac or Buffalo Trace product. It's 90 proof, so it's a very approachable whiskey. But it's a blend. So they tried 50 different blends, and they don't say what they blended with or anything like that. So that's, they don't say any kind of age or anything here. Which, there was a lot of people that were saying,
Excuse me.
it was a,
Take your breath away.
a lot of people were saying it was like a mixture of Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare, which I do not agree with that. I think it's a lot sweeter than both of those.
It's definitely sweet.
Yep. But it's one of those things that it was a big hype train. You could not find it in North or South Carolina there for a while. It was like as soon as somebody said they had it, it was gone. One of those kind of deals. But basically, a blended whiskey. I have the blended whiskey by legal definition. Whiskey produced by blending not less than 20% on a proof gallon basis of straight whiskey or blended of straight whiskeys separately or in combination. So I don't really know what that means, but yeah.
So technically, correct me if I'm wrong, this is not a bourbon.
This is not a bourbon.
Okay.
And that was the interesting thing about it too, was, being it's a Sazerac Buffalo Trace product, being a whiskey and not a bourbon. So we don't really know what it is. And that's the thing that's
Is
kind
it
of,
because it's blended?
Yeah,
It's not
I think-
technically a bourbon?
I think so.
Okay.
It is very sweet.
Yeah,
and smooth.
it is very smooth. Doesn't have a whole lot of bite. You don't get that that hug, like that Kentucky hug from a lot of bourbons and things, and that's mainly due to low kind of alcohol content. This would be about the pour that I would like.
Yeah.
It's a little too sweet for me. Would I buy it again?
What was the cost on that bottle?
$40.
That's not terrible.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, to have as a no pun intended, but as a staple in the cabinet. Don't think that, you know, if I went to somebody's house and they poured me a glass, absolutely I would enjoy it. But
Sure. Yeah.
would I seek it out? Maybe not.
I think it's would be a good bottle to have if you have somebody coming over that is not super into bourbon,
I agree. Yeah.
but you don't want to just you don't want to waste good stuff.
You don't want to bring out the good
and
shit.
then I'm not saying it's not good. It is good, but you know, you're just looking for a little more casual bourbon
Yeah.
person.
Or for somebody just getting into it that
Yeah,
you know,
and you want a cool bottle, and you know, it's a little bit of whatever hype behind it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But
It's got the whole thing with, you know, the Chris Stapleton. It's got his initials on the top of the cork there. It is a cool story. I wish I knew more about it, or that they released more information on it. A lot of people think it's between a 4 to 6 year old whiskey. But yeah, I wish there was more information on it. But yeah, I do think it's cool.
yeah,
yeah.
It's very easily approachable. Dwayne, to your point, everybody's point is, you know, for people that are not, they're just getting into whiskeys or bourbons. This is a good one to try.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you wanted to, I don't know, if you want to make an old fashioned out of it, or I don't know if I'd go too much further with a mix on it, but
Yeah.
or you know, you have the type
Add too
person
much
that
sugar.
wants to make sure they won't ice in it, or I've been hearing this thing lately about people squeezing lime into their bourbon.
Ooh, I don't.
I don't. I can't get behind. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's an Evan Williams or ancient age or whatever, do whatever you want to with it. But man, I don't know. You pay that money.
Yeah.
All that. I use the same thing with beer too. You know, people who, and this is very rare that this happens with beer and wine. You know, like I want to put ice in it. You know, it's man, you're just. To me, it says you just don't like it.
Yeah.
You're diluting it or whatever. Not so much with bourbon, but with wine and stuff. But you know, putting the lime in that would be like
Yeah. That'd be
you're just
weird.
trying to make it where you can drink it. Just drink something else. Just drink what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting lime in bourbon
It doesn't
sounds
sound
weird.
good at all. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Just I've heard recently some people drinking very good, you know, bourbons and put lime in it. Like, I don't do that.
No.
But I guess at the end of the day, to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, if it's your money.
That's just me being
It's your palate or whatever.
a purist, and as I am in many things, and an old grumpy bastard.
You know,
So
one thing that I think would be interesting if you just did a neat pour of this and smoked it.
oh, we could have brought the smoker.
Yeah.
I got one here.
Just put it on a grill for a little bit. You know.
We'll do that one day. We'll do smoked bourbon on the podcast because I've got the smoker here.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, I it's
When we introduce liquor to the menu,
local.
You're gonna get one of those little like wood things where you can take a lighter to it and then put the.
so we actually already have it back there. We got the kit.
Okay.
It sits on top of the glass, and you put the chips or whatever in it, and you hit it with the torch, and then it smokes.
Oh yeah, I've
So
seen that.
Andrew actually has one, and it
Yeah.
seems to me like the easiest way to smoke a drink. Like you see so many people like hit the torch the plank of wood and put it in a glass and
Right,
take the glass, put it in, and granted that's presentation and it looks cool, but I even saw we were somewhere.
It's a lot
I
of steps.
I think it was in St. Augustine, this bar. I got a smoked old fashioned probably. and they had a chamber made. It was a box like made out of plexiglass, and it had a pipe come through it or a little little hose, and somehow it hooked to this smoker box, and they would put their drink in there and lock it and then smoke it. And it's like,
Wow, that's
I mean, come on, I'm ready to drink my, I don't have time for all this. So.
a spectacle.
Well, I think that that concludes our whiskey bourbon section for this week.
You're forgiven for bringing whiskey to a bourbon show.
I mean,
Oh yeah, that's a little bit of a faux pas, but
it was a long journey, but I traveled.
from Milan to Minsk.
Yeah, something like that.
From Milan. It's been a long journey from Milan to Minsk. Rochelle.
A long erotic journey.
Yeah.
Is that a,
It's a Seinfeld reference.
oh,
You
God.
Yeah,
SOB.
it is. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You just get with it, buddy.
wah, wah, wah. Sorry.
If anybody, well, I don't think we've ever mentioned this. Mr. Andrew here is one human being in the world that doesn't like Seinfeld.
I don't.
I get not being into it or being like, never saw the show. He just doesn't like it.
And it's mainly, I think it might be a decent show if Jerry Seinfeld wasn't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, and it's the cringy stand up beforehand.
Cringy. It's like the most PG. It's like, what's the deal with peanuts on the airplane and soda and bubbles?
Exactly. It just
How do they get in there and why do they want out?
The best sitcom that's ever been on TV. Hands down.
I would disagree.
Sorry. I know you think it's Downton Abbey. But,
I would rate
thought it was
Full
Downtown
House.
I like Downtown Abbey.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That one's
Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey's a much different show.
It's shot right down here.
I think that one comes on Cinemax late at night.
It's shot right here in Belmont.
Yeah, that's
Technically,
Belmont
Downtown
Abbey.
Abbey. Yeah, Belmont Abbey.
Yeah.
you gotta have HBO for that one.
Do you think they would lean into that a little bit, like for some?
That would be just walking around with ascots on.
That's your dream.
I mean, yeah. So anyway,
All right, so
but yeah.
we're really pushing this last aspect of each episode or whatever, the whole Ask Harry Carey thing. We'll see how long we can continue.
Yeah, we might have to
Yeah.
retool this.
Yeah, might be a ask. What's another impression that? Ooh, for Dave especially, ask Randy Travis.
Oh, I don't think he can do that now that he's had a stroke.
He's got his robot voice now. He's got his
That's-
AI
well-
voice. He just released a
It's
song.
not a robot voice. It's somebody singing and then the AI basically changing his voice to sound like him.
Sorry for the nitrogen generator in the background.
Yeah,
the
I
one
thought
thing,
somebody ripped one.
I was like,
It's the one thing I forgot to unplug.
that's impressive. If that was like,
Yeah, it was going for a while.
Hey, that is the sound of nitrogen being generated that gets brought to our draft system for every beer that helps produce the perfect pour.
Nice.
man.
That's the way to
Thank you
was-
for that
That's the
explanation.
way to turn around that
That's poetic.
irritating sound that's
Yeah.
coming in the background.
Good explanation.
That's
So I think this week we're gonna do Harry Carey. If you as Harry Carey answer the question, if you could be any item on the Hardee's menu, what would you be? Dave.
Oh, am I going first?
Yeah, it's just because you're furthest away.
Oh, if I was anything at Hardee's, I think it'd be a California raisin. I love the way they doo-wop and bebop.
All right, Andrew.
man. Jeez. That's a difficult one because there's so many different. I'd be a spare rib biscuit.
Is that even a thing?
I'd
No.
I'd
I
cover
mean-
myself in
I'm hoping Hardy sees
He'd
this.
make it.
delicious barbecue sauce.
Is that a menu item? No. Well, anyway, I'd eat it.
It is now.
I'd be a bowl of turnip greens. What? That's not on the menu. Let's try to get it anyway. Guys. Anyway.
Anyway, we're back with Linda Lovelace.
I think I would be, and nobody's mentioned this yet, a hot dog.
Oh, of course, a
Hardee's
hot dog.
Come on. Carolina style with chili and mustard and onions.
And relish.
And a nice cold Budweiser. Here, brought to you by Budweiser, king of beers. Anyway,
And
Well,
that
all right.
concludes.
we've got a rib biscuit on third.
Ooh. Tell me you wouldn't eat a rib.
Oh man, I'm
Oh,
telling
you mean like put a McRib on a biscuit or what?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I'd go for that.
I mean,
you got to put an egg on it though. It makes it
Would it
breakfast.
still have the pickles and
and
onions
some
on it?
kimchi.
We went to this barbecue place one time in Charleston. They kept advertising they had this awesome brunch. And then finally we went, and I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, the menu's the same. Is there a brunch menu? No, just everything on the menu to make it brunch for $1 extra. We'll put an egg on it. Like, alrighty.
That's awesome.
All right, cool. So we got it out of our system.
Yeah.
I think
good?
so. Yeah,
All right.
We're good.
I didn't have much in my system to begin with.
Hey.
More
All right,
bourbon.
guys. Well, I guess that ends it for this episode of the Beer Bourbon Breakfast podcast.
Yeah, thanks for another episode, guys.
Yes.
There's no
Thank
and
you.
in there, and I'm not going to put one.
No.
So.
No. Mm-mm.
And we're not going to do it in that order, so get over it if you don't like it.
Until next time,
Yeah,
All right, guys. I'm Dewayne.
Andrew.
and Dave signing off.
Sign it off.
Until next time.
Catch you next time.